Now, amid the unrelenting aggression by Israel, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip are in desperate need for urgent aid.
Washington, it is working to coordinate a multinational effort that's to set up a maritime aid corridor into Gaza. And this is a part of a U.S. strategy of flooding the zone with humanitarian assistance. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken held a video conference. This was on Wednesday with officials from Cyprus, Britain, the UAE, Qatar, the European Union and the United Nations to discuss getting the new route up and running.
Now, this is something that's going to take time to actually put in place, although we're working on it as expeditiously as possible. And I want to emphasize, it is a complement to, not a substitute for, other ways of getting humanitarian assistance into Gaza. And in particular, overland routes remain the most critical way to get assistance in and then to people who need it.
The US was also working with Israel on the corridor, also supported by Germany, Greece, Italy, the Netherlands and Canada. Now, this comes as US Air Force released video showing an aid airdrop over Gaza from a C-17 Globemaster III and a C-130J Super Hercules.
Meanwhile, an aid ship loaded with some 200 tons of food sailed for Gaza after leaving Cyprus's Larnaca port a day ago. Cyprus foreign minister said that a second shipment of aid will be sent from Cyprus to Gaza in the coming days.
On the other hand, the Israeli military says that it plans to direct many of the 1.4 million displaced Palestinians living in Gaza's southernmost town of Rafah towards humanitarian islands. The island will be in the center of the territory ahead of its planned offensive there.
An Israeli attack had hit a UN aid distribution center in Rafah, killing at least one UNRWA staff member and wounding more than 20 others. Israel said that its airstrike had killed a Hamas commander whom it targeted. Meanwhile, Israel's defense minister said that Israel will ensure aid coming by sea will not help Hamas.
The humanitarian issue that will soon be addressed on the daily agenda with the expected arrival of the vessels is a central issue that will facilitate the delivery of supplies to civilians and not to Hamas. Every action of this kind weakens Hamas and strengthens our control.
Israel's attacks also continued in neighboring Lebanon. An Israeli drone strike targeting southern Lebanon near the coastal city of Tyre killed a number of Hamas militants identified as Hadi Mustafa and at least one other person.
Hezbollah leader Syed Hassan Nasrallah said that Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu has failed to achieve any of his goals, including defeating Hamas. Nasrallah slammed US President Joe Biden for not stopping the war in Gaza with the stroke of a pen and labeled him a hypocrite.